Well, guys, we're back yet again, and we're finally going to be discussing DreamWorks Dragons Dawn of New Riders. Now, this is the How to Train Your Dragon game officially. Now, again, you guys can play this on Steam, I believe. You guys can play this on PS4, Xbox, and of course, Nintendo Switch. Now, again, this game is pretty much set within whatever. Part of the world of How to Train Your Dragon franchise, because what happens is you have a character you play as, and he forgets his. I think you can play it either male or female. I chose male, obviously, because I am a male. And what happens is you play as this character who forgot his memory. And what happens is he gets a dragon, and the dragon's called Flitch. And what's really cool is that the dragon gets new abilities throughout different acts of the game. Ice, fire, and I want to say some type of like a not plasma, but like a lightning type of like a purple lightning type of attack. And what happens is you go through the game, and you go after this one antagonist who's basically trying to create different dragons on revenge on what happened to her family, and she's wanting to control the dragons. And obviously your character goes through the trying to get her back on the side of good and don't do this and things like that. Now, again, you play as like Scribbler, who is like, again, some of the names was like it could have been better, but overall I did enjoy this game. The one thing I would say I didn't like was, well, again, I did like it, but I didn't like it was between the gameplay. I felt like the gameplay could have been just a little bit better. The main time I really felt like we could do anything in this game that was, free roam, was when you were riding Flitch, and you could just, go around and fly the skies, so to speak, and then go to different islands and explore them, and get different weapons and customize them, upgrading them. You only get certain amount of items, to upgrade, like your axe, your sword, your armor, and even armor for Flitch as well. So it's not a bad game. It's one of those, if you're very much used, I was saying, to playing like the old school Digimon games, or the old school Pokemon games, then more than likely you're going to be playing this. It is an RPG game. It is not too much of an open world game. I know this game's kind of old. I think it came out like 4 or 5 years ago. But while I'm looking at this again, I like the game. Played it on my Nintendo Switch. I really enjoyed it. It was actually a very interesting game. It was a very interesting, I would say, side story of what can happen in the world of How to Train Your Dragon, and also at the same time be able to give us something that is a little fresh, I would say. I know there's, the Dragon the Nine Realms game out there, and I still need to play that as well. But this did come out in 2019, so it's about 6 years old. But overall, for a 6 year old game, it's actually not too bad. So I would say this: if you are a fan of How to Train Your Dragon, you do see Astrid, you do see Hiccup, you see Toothless, you see all these characters, and it's a little fun ride. It didn't take me long. If I would have played it straight without no distractions, no obligations that I have personally, then I would have been able to really beat it. But overall, I enjoyed the game. I did. I need to start playing other games rather than just kind of putting it on the back burner every time I turn around. But I enjoyed it. I truly did. I did enjoy the game. I think it was fun. I think that it was entertaining. But I will say that I think that it needs to be just a little bit more customization, in my own personal opinion. If there was more customization and better open world, then I think the game would have been a lot better. And this gives me an idea for another, game, and hopefully it happens. But overall, what did you guys think of this game? Was it a good game? Was it a bad game? Was it boring? Was it okay? Again, to me, it was kind of in the middle. I saw a lot of improvements that could have been made to this game. And at the same time, I kind of wish there was a continuation of this story, because again the game's been out for 6 years, so again, spoilers. After you beat the antagonist, Flitch, he's worried about um Scribbler's worried about Flitch because again he dies really quickly and he gets reborn. And again, if you it pretty much just gets like he just gets reborn into an egg and he starts off all over again. So then you got to go through to figure out, I guess, how to keep him from aging so fast. And I think that's what's going to be interesting if they did continue the story. But at the same time, it's been 6 years, so I don't think they're going to be pursuing that story, even though some of us would want to pursue that. But if they did, I would really like some better upgrades in the game, better open world, as well as a little bit more customization for Flitch, as well as also for your character, and be able to go there. So that's pretty much what I gotta say, guys. What you think about this game? Let me know about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.